It's CNT, baby. What is good, guys? It's your girl, Madam Joyce, in the motherfucking building, and we are back again. Do you know what, yeah? I'm a lot sad than I usually am because I'm not in Malta, and it's really breaking my heart. I should have actually been shaking my pussy on the fucking boat right now. Like, all the girls who have gone to DLT Malta, big up you. The girls are looking absolutely incredibly. They are looking juicy magoosey, and I'm feeling very, very sad, but I am very proud because when they say UK girlies are the baddest in the school, the baddest in the game, excuse me, honey, but nobody's in our lane, they really meant it. Like, the girls have been looking good, and honestly, they've inspired me as well. Like, girl, I need to motherfucking work out. I don't know. Listen, the 6-packs, the 4-packs I've been seeing, the tonality, like, I feel very betrayed because I thought this year we were doing body positivity. I thought it was, love the skin you're in.
It's still body positivity.
The girls were saying body positivity, but they were banging the gym at 6 a.m. in the morning. Because why the fuck does everybody have a 6-pack? I thought we were loving the skin we were in. I thought that was the vibe. But you know what? Yeah, big up all our girls, big, small. To be honest, yeah, I would have got, if not for the fact that I have my live show, I would have been hanging my motherfucking belly in Malta, and I would have been jiggling it like Will Smith said when he said get jiggy with it. I would have been jiggying it and getting jiggling with that belly. But hope everybody is motherfucking well. I just want to say, if you haven't bought your live show ticket, do you actually fuck with me? Seriously, are you even a bad girl? Are you even a bad boy? Are you even serious about this relationship? Do you actually love me, or are you actually my enemy? Buy your ticket to the live show. They are nearly sold out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. No, I'm
massive.
so happy. Honestly, do you know what? Yeah, it's been so crazy. This whole experience, planning the show, and just being able to create an experience that's going to be sick for the bad boys and girls has been phenomenal. And honestly, I'm so excited to show the motherfucking world, well, the 1,600 people are going to be in the room, but I'm so excited to show the people in the room what we have been working with. Like, you guys are going to be so surprised. Like, I'm telling you, I had a meeting yesterday with my production team, and I'm just like, excuse me? Like, it's serious bumbuckler things are gone. But I'm just going to read what's in the naughty corner because you lot have been very, very unsensible, as you always are. So let's see what you've been up to in the naughty corner. So we got Can ye Sile. I'm one of the people that have been complaining about Madam Joyce's inconsistency, and now that she's consistent, I'm 5 episodes behind. Can you see y'all motherfuckers are the problem? Can you see the people are the problem? Last year, I was so inconsistent. I'd come and go like that friend. You know, you have that friend that's like, she's real, she's loyal, but you can't depend on her. So I said this year, I plan to be the dependable friend. Now that I'm the dependable friend, y'all motherfuckers are the inconsistent friends. What's going on?
Then you got themselves to blame.
Guys, you only have yourselves to blame. We're supposed to be in a formation. We're supposed to be in a relationship, and you guys are letting me down. Please make sure that you are on time on a Wednesday or sometimes a Thursday, depending on the video. Do you understand? Because sometimes we actually come a bit late, but you know what I mean? Once a week. We come once a week anyways. But make sure you guys are on top of things. Do you know what? Should I take a couple of weeks off so you guys can catch up? How about that?
I think not.
Because clearly, maybe they need time. Maybe
5 weeks off. That's not your problem.
Maybe I've been doing a bit too much. Maybe I just need to ghost for a bit so they can catch up with my thing. Do you get it? So make sure you guys are watching it as well, because y'all motherfuckers about to let me down, bitch. Y'all motherfuckers about to let me down. And finally, we have Sharon X Ade saying CNT episode 2 good, had me. What the hell? What's LMBO? Laughing my butt off. Is that laughing my girl? That does not sound cool. Can we say laughing my booty off?
Yeah,
let's put
we'll
booty.
do that.
Laughing my booty off. Bring them back. Obviously, this was last week. So last week we had Tyshawn and Jazzy from the US, which they came to represent the US girlies, and I'm very, very proud because we've not had some good experiences of the US lots, but they came and shut it down. And I feel like we can stop talking about the US lots. I feel like they've relinquished I feel like they've set a new standard for the US bad boys and girls. So I'm excited to see the next US people them come back. But guys, I just want to say I love you. Those that are doing, do you know who I love the most this week? I might do a thing where every week I say who I love the most. Hey. Can I just say I love the service girlies, those that watch me and they are like hairstylists, nail techs, eyelash techs, that listen to me while they're working with their clients. I motherfucking love you guys, seriously, because the amount of times people have come to me, they're like, oh, do you know what, my nail tech, lash tech, hair tech was watching the episode and, you know, now I'm a fan. It's like, honestly, they're the real fucking MVP. So everyone that's doing service jobs, I know you guys have been getting some right on the internet and it's like, oh yeah, these Insta hairstylists and this. MJ loves you. I fucking love you. Seriously, guys. Like, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for always recommending me. Thank you guys for putting me on while your clients are there. And yeah, that's motherfucking it. But without further ado, I would love to introduce my guest. I'm very excited about this. So, obviously, Love Island season is fast approaching. I believe this is gonna be dropping on the week that the Love Island summer season is out. And it's only right. I haven't had a Love Island person on the show, not because I didn't have the capability, but because I'm not consistent. It's really bad. I'm never consistent watching Love Island. This season, I said I'm going to be fucking dedicated. But it's only right that I bring one of my old school serious babes, and I am excited to announce her. She is the winner of Love Island Series 9 and she entered as one of the bombshells. She's amazing. She has continued to inspire thousands of people with her commitment to help others. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to welcome Sanam in the motherfucking building.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you for having me.
Do you know why this is so special to me? Let me tell the bad boys and girls what's up. People don't know. If you know, you know. But people don't know. Me and Sanam actually went to school together.
We did.
So me and Sanam went to a secondary school in Bedford, and from year 9 to 11, we were in each other's midst. Now, I would like to think we were friends.
We were friends.
Yeah. We were friends. We wasn't in the same circle because you had your gang and I had my gang. But when it came to coming together, we shut it down. And I thought you were fabulous. And I feel like when I saw you coming on the show, I was very taken aback because from what I remember from you at school, you wasn't quiet. You definitely wasn't quiet. You was always very bubbly, but I found you just quite chill and in your lane.
Yeah.
So to see you coming on Love Island was actually quite a surprise to me. There's some girls that you see from school that if they were to go, be like, I could have seen that happening. But you never. So talk to me, what made you decide to go on the show?
Oh my God. I think for me, so basically this all happened in a week's time, right? So I was at work, I had my job, and I was just 9 to 5, going home, doing the gym, back to work the next day. And in that week, I had about 3 random people at some point that week just say to me randomly at work, oh my God, you should be on Love Island. I see you on Love Island. Oh my God, have you thought about applying to Love Island? I'm like, no, like I'm loving my job, I love what I do. And then like, this was when Series 8 was on, so I sat downstairs with my mum watching TV, and I put the TV show on, and Mum looked at me, she's like, what the heck is this show? I was like, Mum, this is Love Island. So I explained to her what the show is. And she's like, oh, why don't you apply for it? And I was like, well, if you're giving me your consent, then say no more. And it was literally that weekend, I just thought, do you know what, why not? Let me just apply. Like, if I get on, I get on. If I don't, nothing changed because I love my life how it is. And I just did it and went for it. And then I got a call and they were like, yeah, we want you to come onto the show. Like, what do you say? And I was like, yeah.
So from the time you applied to the time they called, what was like the time difference then?
Oh my God. So I think I applied in like July of like last year. And then so it's like from July to January this year was like my interview process. So like it was like 4 weeks at a time I was waiting to hear something back. So I applied in July. In August I got my first call back. It was like a virtual Zoom call. Then like 4 weeks later I got another Zoom call. Then 4 weeks later they're like, come down to the studios. Then 4 weeks later they're like, can you do this, like this test, do this test, do this test. Like you've got to be tested for everything when you go on that show. And I passed all my tests.
Yes, as you should. You was intelligent, babe.
And then they're like, end of Jan, they're like, so we're thinking we want you to come on as a bombshell in Casa Amor. And I was like,
wow.
What? And at this point I was like, it's Casa, like I've got such a good job here, like I'm gonna give everything up, like do I do it, do I not do it? And I just took the risk and I did it. And
that's crazy. So obviously you then went to Casa Amor where you met your now boyfriend Kai. So when you came in, was there were you like, obviously Casa Amor is basically you gotta snatch somebody. You have to snatch someone. That's if you want to get in, you have to snatch someone. Did you have the game plan, or were you just thinking, do you know what, I'm just gonna feel the vibe and see how it goes?
Do you know what? I've always said, like when I started watching the series, because when I started watching, I didn't know if I was actually going to be on or not, but I thought, let me watch it just in case. And I always said from day one, like my top person was Kai. Always was Kai, and I was like, the rest of the lineup. You guys are great, by the way, but
they want your cup of tea, yeah.
So I was like, it's just Kai. So then when they told me about Casa, I went in, I was like, do you know what? I said to them, if I've got to pick a top three, I pick a top three, but the only one I'm really interested in is Kai.
It's Kai, okay.
So I was like, I'm going to do what I've got to do with Kai. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Like at the end of the day, I can't force nothing. If he doesn't like me, he doesn't like me. But it just turned out that actually, like, we ended up spending like every single day together in Casa, and we actually ended up building something that then went on to be something like real on the outside. So yeah,
that's amazing. And I know you guys were you, Kai and Olivia were in this kind of weird love triangle. How was that experience for you?
That was crazy. So obviously the end of Casa is like the recoupling. So obviously Kai picked me, and then Olivia walks in with Maxwell, and then this whole like kerfuffle starts of like, oh, you don't like me, but you don't like me, and I'm like, I'm sat there. You said to me, like, when I was at school, I say my own lane. I'm sat there thinking, you both recoupled up. Is there any necessary like need for this argument?
Yeah.
Like, you're just wasting your breath. So obviously that was done. I get it. You got to bring some drama for TV. It is what it is. But then afterwards, it got to a point where I was like, I don't care about this drama because like I'm with Kai. Kai likes me. Kai doesn't care about it. Like, it is what it is. We're going to stick to doing like our own thing. And that's exactly what we did. Like, he squashed it with Olivia. We moved on, and then we ended up just focusing on each other. So it wasn't as deep as it probably looked. But at the same time, I was like, I'm not getting involved in this because it's pointless. Like,
you do your own thing. I know like Olivia was trying to like meddle in that relationship and stuff. How did you deal with that? Constantly someone trying to be involved in what you and Kai had going on.
Do you know what's so funny, right? I didn't watch any of the series back when it came out, but I watched like little TikTok snippets of it. And I remember watching this one snippet of me and Olivia talking, and someone commented saying, I can see she's gone into like social work mode. And I'm there like, I actually did go into social work mode. I was like, I don't really care right now, like what you're trying to say to me, because it's like not like pointless, like it doesn't really bother about me. But I can see you're bothered. So you tell me how you feel. Like, how do you feel? Are you okay? What do you think you should do? And that's exactly what I did. I thought, this isn't going to go nowhere. Me and Kai are going to stick together.
Yeah.
If you have something in your chest, say it. Like, I'll be your listening ear, but that's about it. And that's just how I dealt with it. I think the situation has squashed itself after that, because I don't think I was entertaining it enough for her to get anything more for me. So she's like, right, well, Sanam's not getting anything. I'm not getting anything out of Sanam, so why bother?
Yeah, honestly, sometimes you actually just have to. I feel like there's sometimes if you give people a reaction, they win.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a power in just keeping cool and just allowing people to look mad, because as you can see, Olivia ended up being like the least favorite person of the whole season, and you just to stay with you know what, like sometimes you just actually have to let people show their own madness.
You just gotta sit calm and let it all come out.
Literally. So talk to me about the development of your relationship with Kai. Like, people always say when they go into Love Island that it's different from dating on the outside. Can you tell me about that experience?
So obviously Casa Amor is like 3 days max. So like at that point you don't actually know if you're going or coming. So like at that point I always said to myself, I'm going to go in there, just get to know them. Like, I'm not going to allow myself to get hooked, because I could instantly be like dropped and go home. So after Casa, I would say that's when I really allowed myself to open up to him.
Yeah.
So like we literally, I was in there for 4 weeks. So like the first week was Casa Amor, then the last 3 weeks us literally every single day on the beanbags, on the sunbeds, on whatever, just talking to each other. Like, I wasn't even chatting to the other girls, because I was like, I'm not here to make friends, like, as lovely they are. Like, I've got my friends at home.
Yeah.
But like, I'm here to actually find something with someone. And like our relationship, like we connected so much. We spoke so much more about like, the outside world, spoke so much about like each other's families, our goals, ambitions, what we want in each other's lives. Nothing really Love Island related. So I don't even know, I don't think we got the airtime we should have got, because we weren't getting involved in drama.
Yeah.
But I think all of that helped us to actually connect on a much deeper level. And I think like being in there for 4 weeks, it's not like dating for 4 weeks on the outside, because you're with that person day in, day out.
Day in, day out, yeah.
You wake up, they're there, you go to sleep, they're there, whatever. Like, you go to the toilet and they're flipping outside the toilet waiting for you to come out the toilet so they can go in. There's only 2 toilets in that whole villa, can I just say?
Oh my
2
goodness.
toilets. So like there's no escaping each other. But yeah, like I think the whole experience made us so much closer than I think if we were dating on the outside, because we're constantly with each other.
I love that. So speaking of Love Island and the villa, let's talk about actual villa life generally, because I know obviously there were a lot of people that season, but I kind of noticed that in this season there was a bit of like a divide with kind of like the grouping. Like was that, I know you said like literally like you're not there to make any friends, it's just you and Kai. So talk to me about kind of like the friendships dynamics within there.
Do you know, I think a lot of people said there was a divide, but I think in life you hang out with who you click with. I think so. Like me, Kai, Ron and Lana, we got on really well together. I think we had like lots of things in common, and then like the other couples, they got on really well together because I think they have a lot in common. But when we had to, like, we can all get on with each other, but I just think naturally you just gravitate towards people you like feel closer to or have more in common with.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say this is a vibe, but just in life generally, like you just are with the people that you sort of like get on better with.
Of course. And you know what? Yeah, I've always been curious about staying like in a close setting with loads of people. When I see people like on Big Brother, Love Island, those type of shows, when you live with people for that amount of time, is there any like situations where it's just like, do you know what, get me out of here, like in terms of even the cleanliness, in terms of like,
oh, do you know what it is for me, right? I'm a very clean person.
Yeah.
Now I like my showers. I like to go to the toilet on a clean toilet seat.
Yeah.
Now when I say, for me, like the dynamics, like the group, people were fine, like I got on well with everyone, but for me, like living with like 12, 14 other people was horrid, because like I said, there's only 2 toilets and 1 shower
just in
that whole villa that you see up in there. 1 indoor shower, 1 shower outside. So the only thing that really made me think I want to go home was whenever I go to the toilet and I see like the toilet seat lifted up and just pee all over the toilet seat.
oh my god, no!
And like I go to the toilet and there's like skin marks in the toilet. I'm like, and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, I need to like hover, I need to squat. I'm like, I ain't touching this toilet seat.
Oh my god.
And like there was like disinfectant spray, so I'll still disinfect the seat, wipe it, lay my tissue paper down and still hover, because I ain't trying to touch that seat.
No.
That like 14 other people's bums have touched, that same sweaty bums as well, can I just say. It's hot out there. So that was the only thing I really struggled with. It's not glamorous.
You know what, that is the scariest thing for me, like, because like I said, I like my showers. I have this weird thing about wet floors. I don't like cold wet floors. So if the floor is wet, and it's especially if it's somebody else's wet, I get so thrown off from the whole shower experience. And then on top of that, like when there's hair in the bath and things like that,
No,
just
stop as well. You just remind me of something, like so like I said, it's only 1 shower between us, whatever how many people there is. I'll go into the shower and like, obviously everyone's got like their soap wash things, they're like scrubby dubby things, whatever you call them, and razors. So when I have a razor, I use my razor and I put it away in my little basket thing, because I ain't trying to no one touch my razors. In the shower there's about like 12 different razors, and some of those razors just have hair on them, and Joyce, I used to hate going into that shower because I would think, who's shaving and not like tapping it or like washing it and just leaving their hair on that pure razor for everyone to just see.
and you don't know where the hair's come from. It could be armpit hair, it could be pussy hair, it could be dick hair, it could be bum hair. Like you don't even know to even like, let me be respectful. Like that's the one thing that would just irk me. But I know usually every season there's a designated chef on the season. Who was the designated chef for this season?
Oh, so Jessie was quite good. So she would cook quite a bit. Sometimes Tanya would cook in the night time. That's about it. Do you know what? There wasn't really much cooking. There's a lot of like late night snacking, and when I say snacking, I'll be like, they're like packed noodles. That's the most we'd ever cook.
Cheeky Indomie. Cheeky Indomie.
Like it'd be like the chicken flavour or the curry flavour. That's about as fancy as it got. Or like toast and sausages. Tom and Casey used to cook a lot of sausages and would dish them out.
I love it.
But I wouldn't say there's like a designated chef, but there was a few people every now and again that would cook and would offer people stuff.
So like, is it usually like the production team would like send you food and things like that?
Oh no. So there was fully stocked the fridge. So the fridge had fruit, meat, bread, eggs, like everything you would need for like breakfast and dinner, maybe, or breakfast. And we'll just cook it in the night time. So it's always fully stocked, that fridge. And so it's just down to us. Like,
you just open it and it's just there.
It's there. Like
I wish my life was like that. My fridge just open and then there's just food there. Like, God, please,
it's good.
Please give it to me.
And the pantry would always be fully stocked as well. Like they did look after you in that way.
What's the pantry? Sorry.
It's like a little hidden door actually, where all the snacks and stuff are kept. So all the biscuits, the crisps, the chocolates, the cookies, all of that stuff.
Do you know what? My biggest fear, because I feel like, obviously, like, one day I want to be a skinny legend. That's my plan. I want to be a skinny legend enough for Love Island to accept me. But obviously, you're there for like, what, 2 months? Mm-hmm. My biggest fear, imagine I go on Love Island and they're having that filled up pantry. I will be looking like a big mama by the time I hit, if I get to the end. By the time I hit the end, I'm going to be looking like a big mummy.
It's hard, you know, because I sat there thinking the same thing. I thought, oh my God. Every time I'm eating chocolate, I'm eating crisps, I'm like, oh, do you know what? You live once, like, just live your best life. You're on a TV show, who cares?
Who cares?
Body positivity.
No, body positivity always.
I'm not going to sit here and like look like a skinny little thing every day, day in, day out.
Wouldn't you love to see some like more plus size people on Love Island? Because
Yeah.
I feel like obviously there's definitely a certain physique within Love Island, which obviously is like generally appeasing to people or whatever. But I would love it to see more
natural
representation,
bodies, right?
natural bodies. Because not all of us look like Sanam, for crying out loud. Not all of us got the high breast and the small waist. Some of us were dangling, and we love us like that. But
no, we need more though.
ITV, I would love to see more representation for that. But do you know what? Yeah, the fact that even you, as a Caribbean woman, was even on that representing the Caribbean people, I was so pleased for you. In terms of that, did you get any like reception in terms of like where you're coming from, like where the Caribbean girlies rooting for you? Like,
oh my God, I came out, I went to my pictures, and I got so many people commenting, yes, Trini girl with the little flags. I'm like,
yes, Trini girl, Dev. Yes, obviously,
that
guys
makes
know
me happy.
I'm a Caribbean, I'm a Jamaican girl. Me that say, you know. So definitely we love the representation, but I want to go to the fact that you won. Do you know what? When they said the ITV people, their my good sister Maya Jama with the high breast, she was like, this is the first ever Casa Ramore person to win Love Island. How did that make you feel?
Mad. Do you know what? Because I don't watch the show very often, but I have seen like some series like from start to finish, and I think the ones I have seen is like you never see a Casa person win. It's either like an OG or a bombshell from the start that's won it. And I thought for me going in there, it was a massive, massive risk because like I said to you, I was ready to do my 9-to-5 job. I had such a good thing coming that I was leaving my job to come on here to potentially not make it to the end and then leave and come back unemployed. So to hear that I won, because I didn't think as a cast girl I'd even stand a chance of winning, but that wasn't even my agenda anyway. I didn't even care about that. I just wanted one for the experience, and also because I actually really did fancy Guy. So,
I don't want to die alone.
So to actually come out and win, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm making history here. Like I feel like, for one, what I really want to say is I was so close to turning it down because of my own fear. And I think actually for anyone applying, anyone thinking about doing anything in life, take the risk.
I love that.
You don't get nowhere in life if you don't take the risk. And I think I got so far in life by taking that massive, massive risk, and it's paid off. So I think you've got to take the risk in life.
Would you say that's the biggest risk you've ever taken?
Biggest, you know what? It's just me, myself, my mum at home. Like it's just like, if I'm being real, like before Love Island, it was us paying the bills, it was us having to do this, that, and the other. Like my job was I was earning a lot for my job at home, and for me to then leave it and come back unemployed potentially, that was a massive risk. I have to then start from the very bottom all the way back
Very
up again.
ballsy.
Yeah, so it was a big risk.
I just want to say I am really proud of you because obviously going back to the Sanam that I knew growing up, you were cool, but like you wasn't reckless. We didn't know you as someone that would do dumb shit. I was the person that did dumb shit. So just for the fact that we've seen you from school, who you're bubbly, you're cool, but you played it safe, to coming now and taking this big risk that you might actually be unemployed from a job that you actually really love, is actually so warming. And I'm so happy to see that. And I'm so for people like taking risks and moving mad, doing the things that people will turn around and be like, why the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And for the fact that you took that risk, you found love and you won. Girl, let me motherfucking go to the gym right now.
No,
I need to go, because clearly this is the route. But I want to say, do you feel like Love Island is a good way to find love?
Do you know what? I don't know. I think from our series, there's quite a few couples left. I mean, there's me and Kai, there's Tanya and Shaq, there's Will and Jesse, and there's Ron and Lana. That's 4 couples still going strong. When you look at previous seasons, not many couples are together. It's probably like 1 couple in the whole series that are probably still together and probably like married off or something. I don't say... The thing is with me, the way I see it is a lot of people go on Love Island for fame, I think, personally. And you can sort of, when you're in the villa, you can pick out who those people are. So I don't think if you're going on there for love, it's not going to be thing you're always going to get, depending on who they've casted.
Yeah.
Because if they've cast, because they ask you in the casting, are you in there for love or for fame? And so if you're in there for fame, and you've cast a whole bunch of people in there for fame, and you've got that one person casted in there for love,
yeah,
good luck to them, because the chance are it might be like a fake thing. But you never know. It might pan out, like connections, and you grow connections in there, like you're with them every day. It might change, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's like your go-to like Tinder or Bumble kind of thing. Like I wouldn't look for it for love.
Yeah, we be finding love on Tinder and stuff like that.
Or like love honeys, whatever it is. Like I wouldn't say it's like that. You're not gonna always find something.
Yeah, because I feel like it's sometimes, like you said, it's really about the intention.
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody's intentionally going to find love, and there's people who are intentionally going to find love, it's a lot easier. But whereas now, it's like a lot of people are going for the fame and stuff and things like that. So you touched on stuff when you're talking about things like fake relationships. Do you believe, like in Love Island generally, that people are together because of, you know, the monetary aspect of it?
I think some people are like that. I'm not going to like name.
Keep it stack, yeah, of course.
But I think you can tell. I think as an outsider person watching the show, you can tell who's real and who's fake. I honestly think. So,
I agree.
Yeah, I think you got to do. If you're in there for fame, you're going to do what you've got to do.
Yeah.
To get far, to get yourself seen, to get airtime, to do this and the other. But if you're in there for love, you're not really going to give a shit. Like you're just going to like crack on, do your thing, and get on with whoever you're with. So I think you could definitely tell who's in there for what.
100%. And I just want to go back to the final. I know it must have been a very heart palpitating situation. I'm always interested. I'm always fearful about the kind of unknown things. Did you know you was going to win? Did you feel like you was going to win?
No. And I remember, right, so I was talking to Kai, like the day before the final, there was a going home. So on it, like this was me, Kai, Jessie and Lana. Jessie and Will, Ron and Lana were like the bottom three because we were chosen as like most vulnerable. I remember saying to Kai, we're going home that day, we're going home that day, we're going home that day. And it ended up being Will and Jessie going home. So when that happened, I thought, oh my God, I'm in the top four, like what the heck? Like I literally went to bed that night with Kai thinking like, I can't believe we're here. Like I wasn't expecting us to be here. Like I thought if anything, like we would have been the next to go home because I haven't been since the start. Like Will and Jessie are amazing, like entertaining people. Like Ron and Lana are social and they're OGs. Both of them are OGs. I'm thinking me and Kai, no. So when the public voted for us to stay in, I was like, that changed everything for me. So I was like, I wasn't expecting to be in the final. And then being in the final, it was like me and Kai, Ron and Lana. Me and Kai were like rooting for Ron and Lana, and Ron and Lana rooting for us. So at that point, I didn't really care who was going to win because we had such good connections with both of them. So it was like, whatever happened to happen. It's just amazing to be in the final.
And what was your emotions when you realised you won?
Shocked. Honestly, shocked. I wasn't even there like, what? I was like, what?
Wait, huh?
What? Like, even me and Kai were like, what? We were honestly, I kid you not, every single, like that night, we're like, Ron and Lana's going to win. They're OGs. Like, we actually love them to bits. They're amazing. They're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win. And then they were like, Kai and Sanam. And I was like, what?
Me? What? You sure, sir?
Did you read that correctly? So yeah, no, shocked because I wasn't expecting it at all.
Can I just say, side note, how is it like working with my Jamal?
She makes me like, I feel like, I feel good in myself. And then I see, I'm like, oh.
She's it. Honestly, the amount of times, I don't know how many times I've seen that girl slow walk, but I would like some more. I would like to see it again. I always say I've met my Jam a couple times, and I think not just her external beauty, because she is gorgeous, her breasts are super high and her waist is incredible, but she is such
stunning.
She's a down-to-earth girl's girl, and I'm so excited every time she comes in the scene. I feel like ITV did the perfect decision, made the perfect decision to cast her as the host. And I can't wait for her to come onto the summer scene and to really give us the best.
Right? I think she's like the hottest host they've ever picked because it's like, all the other hosts, beautiful, everything, but she comes in these like spectacular, like, one-of-a-kind outfits. I'm like,
looks,
these like wet, sexy looks, and we were all there like, let's just sit back down. Like, why are we standing up?
She should win. Girl, you won Love Island. Girl.
Literally,
she's the real winner. But honestly, seriously, I'm really, really proud of you, and I feel like just to be able to see you in this light, to see how people love you, just for the fact that even you gave away some of your earnings.
We did.
So did you know the charity you ended up choosing to?
Bernardo. So we ended up auctioning off our our finals outfits to Bernardo's, and we just made a donation to them as well. So that's all.
And what do
fantastic.
Bernardo's stand for? What's
So they are a children's charity. So obviously I was a social worker before and Kai was a teacher. So they do a lot of work for children in poverty, families who like sort of needs like support with like school meals, clothes and stuff like that. They do a lot of stuff for like children who are just like families who are just struggling financially. They do so much like holistic like support for children and families. So we just thought that's a really good charity. Let's just donate our stuff and raise money for them. So yeah.
That's so amazing. And is there anything in this Love Island experience that you regret, or you're like, maybe
nah, do you know what? My experience from start to finish has been like really like smooth sailing. Like I didn't have like a tough time. Like I wasn't involved in any drama. Like I kept myself to myself. I came out with Kai. Like I met an amazing guy. Like we're doing so well on the outside. Like my experience from start to finish, I can't really fault. So no, yeah, I've actually really enjoyed mine. Yeah.
So does that mean like wedding bells? Because so now before you decide to get married, I want you to think about me, because I have 6 months to lose a certain amount of weight. So I would like to come to your wedding in my best self. So please don't get engaged between now and 8 months, because I need to make sure that I'm looking good for when it happens, so that I can step into the scene. Do you know what I mean?
I already said to Kai, if you're going to propose, it's got to be end of this year, beginning of next year.
That soon? Are you?
Well, no, like when I say beginning of next year, by February next year would have been like a whole year of us knowing each other. Joyce, I've got a whole life plan, right? I'm 25.
Marriage! No! I need marriage!
I want my kids before 30. If I don't have my kids before 30,
that's true.
Issues.
Kai?
So
Kai, the clock is ticking, honey.
He knows when the time is right, so yeah.
So are we saying, do you know what yet? Are we manifesting by the end of next year?
Yes.
Because obviously one thing I love obviously people coming on this show saying something and it happens, because people then screen record and be like, just remember. So we are but could you see yourself marrying him?
I could see myself marrying him, yeah. I can literally see, I've planned my whole future with him, so yeah. And that's massive because I've never done that for a guy before.
Wow.
So that is massive for me.
I could hear the bells. What's that song from fucking Hairspray? I can hear the bells. I don't know what the song is. Do you know what? I fucking love, and I'm so in love with the fact that you're in love right now. I'm just like, oh my God, it's still possible in these ratchet ass streets. But let's move on to the new season. So obviously, usually a lot of people, when they leave Love Island, they become like Love Island spectators. Are you going to be involved in the Love Island conversation this year?
Yeah, after some will be involved in. So I think
Fabulous.
they already contacted us and was like, can you be an after sign? And we're like, yeah, sure. Like, why not? Like, I'm really intrigued to see how it goes because I know all the behind the scenes stuff. So like, I want to watch it and be like, right, I know what's happening there. I know why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Pick out what's real and what's fake. So no, but like, I'm excited to see it. Like, part of me is like, oh, I want to go in the villa now. Not to find love, but just to like go back and just like, because my experience is really good. So.
But what about in terms of outside of After Sun? Are you going to be, because I know Amber Gill, she every year she always comes back and is on the Twitter like, yeah, that I don't even know why he's with her, so
I don't know. I think I'll definitely watch it.
I would love to hear what you have to say.
Commentating on it because
that's it. Commentating. I said spectating. Y'all know I didn't finish school, bitch. Girl, bye.
Because everything's different to what it really is, and I don't want to be out there putting my opinions of it because things change so quickly on Love Island. Like 1 second you're seeing this, and the next second this happens. Like you don't know what's real and what's fake because of how it comes across.
Of course.
And I'm not trying to get myself involved in anything, but like I'll watch it. I'll say
you are just a no drama babe, you know. You're just
like I'll watch the drama, but I won't get involved.
You won't get involved. Like you'll be messaging me like, girl, Joyce.
Did you see what I saw?
Did you see? But then obviously you'll be like, no, listen, just you know. But I'm the opposite because I will see it and I'll be like, that fugly slut. No, I'm just, that's me. I'll be tweeting. But I wanted to talk about some predictions for this year. So have you seen the cast that are coming on this year?
I have, yeah.
So we have the likes of Andre, Jess, Mitchell, Ella, Catherine, Tyreek, and Ruchi. Coming straight off the bat, just straight off the bat, is there anyone in your mind that you're like, I could see these two being a couple?
Oh my God, yeah, I can. I literally was, I was on the Love Island Instagram page, like, because this year they're letting the public pick the couples for like the first time.
Oh, fabulous, yeah.
And I was like, who would I pair up together? I need the picture of them. I think I can see, there's a George, like? there's a guy, another guy from Bedford. Did you know that? Yeah.
Yes, I heard about him. And his allegations.
So moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
I can see, I think it's Rucci and the French guy, Mehdi.
Yes,
I
Mehdi.
think I can see them two together. Andre, what's the other girl? So is it, no, what's the name of the girls' names again?
Jess, we've got Ella, we've got Catherine. Wait, hold on.
Catherine. I can see Catherine and Andre together. Tariq and there's another girl, I think.
I'm going to get all the names up because I
give
don't
me
know.
the pictures.
So we've got Rucci, we've got George, we've got Catherine, we've got Mehdi, we've got Molly, Tariq, Ella, Mitchell, Jess, Andre.
I see Catherine and Andre together.
Okay.
Is that Catherine? Yeah. And then the other girl, Ella, I can see her with either... Oh, what's her name? Actually, I can't remember. Okay, I see Rucci and the French guy together. Catherine and Andre together. Molly and George together. And then that leaves the other two. Ella and Tariq together. Am I missing someone? And Mitchell. Who's Mitchell going with? The only other girl I haven't said.
Jess? You said Jess.
I think I said Jess. This is really
Girl,
bad.
he's going with somebody. So if we... Okay, so we have... Okay, so we have the winner of Love Island 2023 winter. Yeah. And I love playing this. If you were to give the crown to somebody else this season, just straight off the bat, we don't know them, we don't know. Who do you think are the crown winners?
I don't know why, but I feel like Ella's giving me like nice vibes.
Okay.
Let me look at Ella. I'm going to say Ella.
Do you know what? I'm going to say Molly, you know.
Do you think Molly? No, I mean, Molly's lovely. She comes across lovely, but I'm not...
What? Something in my... Ella, she's fabulous. You'd give it to Ella, 23-year-old model from Glasgow.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know, maybe... Oh, which one's Molly? Hold on, I'm thinking about Jess. Never mind. Oh no, Molly seems nice as well.
I would give it to Jess or Molly. I can't lie.
Do you think?
I would, because I remember even before I saw the videos.
Yeah.
I was like, Jess gives me girls' bathroom girl. Like, you know the girls that you meet really drunk in the bathroom? They're like, and they're really bubbly and energetic and stuff. Jess gives me that. I think she's going to be a favourite.
Okay.
I'm going to put my money, I ain't got no crown, bitch, on Molly or Jess.
Who do you think's going to be the drama?
Rucci is going to come with the drama. And I must say, I think Rucci's going to come with the drama. I feel like George is going to come with the drama.
I feel like George gives no fucks.
Yeah. I feel like, and again, we don't know these people. These are just all We're just not speculation, but we're just guessing. We're playing a guessing game. The season hasn't started yet. We don't know who's who.
Don't come for us.
Don't come for us, basically. But I'm gonna say Molly or I'm gonna say Jess.
Okay.
Who are you gonna say?
For what?
Who you give the crown to? Who would you say?
Stick to Ella.
You're gonna stick to Ella?
Stick to Ella.
Fabulous. Fabulous. But I'm very excited about this new season and we will be talking more about it. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. But please tell me, what have you been up to? Obviously, you've left Love Island. It's been a couple of months now. What are you doing with yourself, sister?
I've done quite a bit, but it's like, you know, we've done it like you like you're here, there, and everywhere. Like I can't keep track of it all. I've done upcoming. I've got upcoming. I'm actually a team captain for like a breast cancer charity, so I'm doing that next week, Saturday, from the 10th of June to the 16th of June. I'm team captain. Joyce, I'm walking 100k. That's like 20k a day for 5 days. I'm walking.
Wow.
But I'm doing it because I've always said from the second I came out, I've got such a good platform. I want to use my platform to promote things that I really care about and like to like educate a lot of younger people, because all of my followers are like young teens, young girls, young people, and I'm like, I could do so much with my platform. I was a social worker for. I want to do so much more within that community, because like we don't always have the best sort of image. I want to do so much more to sort of promote like who we are and what we do, and sort of show us in a completely different light, and like sort of educate a lot of young people about what we do. Like this breast cancer thing, like growing up, I was never told to check my breast. Like, my mum never told me, oh, feel your breast, you know. It's never a conversation in my household. So like having my platform, I can use my platform to talk to other people about that. Like, you go to school, yes, but a lot of young people are on social media. That's where they're learning stuff from. That's where they're picking things up from.
Of course.
So yeah, that's sort of the stuff I've been doing. I've been doing like little like podcasts here and there, little appearances here and there. But I think for me, my main focus is to do and promote things that I really care about and to like help to like educate other people and like
I love
in that sort of way. Yeah.
Oh my God, Sanam, you are actually just a fucking it girl, you know. I swear to God, because a lot of people come off Love Island and they're like, okay, where my motherfucking PLT deal? Hello.
Yeah.
Like that's but your focus is how you can use your platform to inspire, to help, to educate and encourage. And I feel like that is just so beautiful. Thanks. But really, like, the PLT deal, girl,
no, stop. When I went up to my manager and I signed up for my management, they're like, so which one do you do fashion? I was like, I don't want to do fashion. I don't want any pretty little things coming my way. I wear the clothes. I've got nothing against it, but like I don't want to deal with that because one, I'm not a very fashionable person. I don't really want to be sitting there like showing off like crop tops and like cargos. Like everyone wears that stuff. Like there's nothing different. Like I want to be different with what I do. Like a different image. No offense to anyone that does it. Like you got to do what you got to do. Like it's a good thing to do as well. It brings you a lot of money as well. Yeah. But that's not the route I want to go down. I want to go down a completely different route. Like I don't want to be promoting high street fashion when I could be doing something so much more with who I am.
With who you are.
Yeah.
So that was a good Christian woman. So that was a good Christian woman. Ah, God. Let us, do you know what? Yeah. Even as I'm speaking to you, like, you're actually making me feel like, how can I use my platform? Because sorry, I'm gonna take the motherfucking PLT deal. Hello. What's his name? Hassan? I can't remember the PLT owner. Sir, hello, please. But just the fact that you're thinking of how you're using your platform to inspire people is making me question myself and think, how do I use my platform to inspire and to help and to do philanthropy and things like that? So, girl, big up motherfucking you. You're an it girl, man. You're a motherfucking it girl. It's C&T, baby. So guys, before we get on to Hot Topics of the Week, I want to ask you a question because obviously we have our live show coming up and the whole theme is going back to school to learn the lessons that I learnt during those times. Did that sound right?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. Obviously, you've known me. So the era of school I'm talking about is the era that we grew up together in. I want you to tell me if you have any interesting memories of me whilst we was at school.
Oh my God, I feel like I do, but I don't. Like we did drama together, didn't we?
We did. We did.
And I feel like in drama, you were always cracking jokes. Or you were always like that person that was like, everyone's eyes on you all the time. Like you always got something to show us. Like you were an entertainer, basically. Always an entertainer. Did we do any plays together?
Were you in my group for the final year 11 class thing? Girl, I don't know.
No, stop. But anyway, the only sort of memories I've got about, you know, maths. I'm always like year 9 maths, year 10 maths, Miss What's Her Face, Miss Montgomery, whatever her name is.
Yeah, funny enough, with the curly hair.
Yes.
I have a picture of her. I have a picture of me and you on the
class.
On the class. Why were we so upset that woman was leaving? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. We were crying.
We worshipped the ground she walked. But I remember you used to give her a hell of a lot of stress. You did.
Do you know what? Yeah, but the thing is, I kind of liked her because she was really patient with me.
Yeah.
She was. You know, those teachers that, like, even though you're insane, even though you're a psycho, like, they will always respond to you in love. And I feel like those teachers were the ones that I hold near and dear to me.
Do you remember Mr. Todd?
Wait, he was Scottish. No, you need to talk about Mr. Todd. What a fucking psycho.
I actually quite like Mr. Todd.
Mr. Psycho, he was so unhinged. What was wrong with him? So Mr. Todd was a supply maths teacher. So he wasn't even a main teacher. But I feel like even the way the guy used to speak, I can't remember. He was Scottish?
He was Scottish, yeah. But even still, Joyce was a little rebel in school. Joyce would give any teacher and every teacher any sort of shit to deal with and they'll have to put up with it. And if not, like they'll be like, get out of the class. Like, no, I'm not getting out of the class. You get out.
You get out. How about you get out?
She'll be standing out the side of the class all like, yeah, what now? Stop making a fuss.
Mr. Todd, he was this Scottish teacher and he used to tell us that his girlfriend didn't love him and stuff like that. He was
remember.
like, what did he used to say that was just like, what's wrong with this man? He's like, yeah, I'm from Scotland. He's like, I'm Scottish. He's like, yeah, my name is Mr. Todd. I live in Milton Keynes. And I was like, girl, like, me and there was one time in the maths class when basically I threw Tanali's bag outside of the window and he was like, get out. And I was like, you get out.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about this.
You get out. Why don't you get out? Like, I was such a villain.
Mad.
I was such a villain.
But even him, another teacher, when he left, we all cried. We made a whole goodbye video. Tanley was part of that video.
Wait, where's the video? I didn't make no fucking video. Wait,
I think I've got the video.
have you got the video? Please send me the video. Please send me that fucking video, because why were we crying? That guy was actually, there was another guy. Was it Mr. Philip? No, it wasn't Mr. Philip. He's retired now.
Yeah.
There was another. Do you remember that time we went? I can't remember if it was maths or science, and there was this weird guy that made us everybody sit down and we had to feel each other's energies.
Stop, maybe. No. Oh, what's his name?
And he was Asian.
Yes, I think I know who you're on about. Was he a supply teacher?
He was a supply teacher. The guy was weird. Like, one time we went for maths and he was talking about people's energies. And imagine, like, I'm sitting down here. He would make Sanam, like, go over me and then put our hands here so that we can feel each other's auras. Like, it was just so fucking weird. You know, they got rid of the exit room.
What is it now?
Nothing. They don't have an exit room anymore. They said it's abuse.
You're in there quite a lot. The exit room, right? So when you get kicked out the room, right, like the classroom, and then they're like, right, we can't have in the class, they'll send you to the exit room.
Yeah.
So the exit room's just an isolation room.
Prison.
Where you're sat there facing a wall with like two walls.
You can't talk to nobody.
And you're sat there just writing
whatever they give you, either the work or the homework.
Do you know, the more I deep, I'm like, yeah, that is abuse.
Yeah, they don't have it. When I went back, they were like, they don't have it anymore. I said, oh, you finally realised that it was like prison. But I lived it. See, the thing is with Sanam, yeah, I feel like Sanam was very cheeky, but because she was chill, she was very slick with it. So it's like, like, for example, like, I remember one time where I was bunking, you and Emily were bunking, and I think it was me, maybe Nanette, or, the Kias or something. And I was bunking, you was bunking. Girl, I was the only one that was in my car. And then you came in at lunch, just strolling through. You and Emily strolling through. And I was like, did you guys get caught there? She was like, no. Like, because you remind me very much of Tana Lee, where you were cheeky, like but because you were like upfront, very nice, very bubbly, like the teachers wouldn't look at you. But even in my best days, the teachers would just be like, Joyce, are you alright? Why are you breathing? It's just like, it was, oh man. And like, what lessons did you learn from that time in your life about yourself?
What did I learn? I don't even know.
Definitely nothing education wise.
No.
That was just a vibe. A vibe.
What did I even learn from school? I don't know. School was good. Go to school.
No, school is good. Go to school. At least secondary school. At least everything else is your business. At least finish secondary school. That's the bare minimum. Pass your GCSEs 100%. There's too many people in this world that don't know basic mathematics, and it's actually killing me. Guys,
go to school.
Is there anything that you learned about yourself? I felt like,
do you know what I think? For me, like you said, I just stuck to myself, and I think that's just what I've done in life. Like, I gravitate to people who I think are similar to me. Like, I'm not going to get myself involved with fake people or people who want to just use
drama.
me.
Yeah,
like, I don't need that in my life. I've lived such a carefree, sort of drama-free life because I avoid certain people like that.
Yeah, you were very unproductive. I swear to God, Sanam was the most. You would never hear about Sanam.
No.
Like, in terms of like problem, there was girls in the school that, when it came to problem and drama,
Joyce,
you would know, like, yeah. But Sanam, she was very likable, popular, but chill. She was. I feel like the ones who were the loudest were the ones who were more forefront. But I feel like you were cool, and yeah, I'm really happy that we're sharing this journey. It's crazy. You're here, I'm here, we're together. It's absolutely fantastic, man, and I'm really happy to be sitting across the table from you. It's like a 180. It's a bit of a 180. God is good, man. God is good.
I feel like in our lives we've always passed each other in some way. mad. Like school and then after school and then now. Like we always.
Do you know
come,
what's so
our
mad? I
paths
saw
always
you
cross.
at Wireless.
Did you? Last year?
Was it last year or the year
So I think
before?
I was like, it must have been last year.
But yeah, honestly, I'm so happy
our
for you.
paths always cross though. It's mad. So
know,
I'm
I
actually
hear.
looking forward to the future. And I'm looking forward to your live show. Oh my god, I can't wait
You
to see
must
that.
be there. You must bring your husband as
I'll have to
well.
bring my
You must bring your husband. But guys, let's talk about this week's hot topics. Obviously, of course, it's been a chaotic week, and we are going to start with hot new releases. Honestly, for some reason, a lot of people have been bringing out new singles, and obviously because it's warming to summer, we have to get the summer jam because it's summertime. Everybody's naked. Everybody's loving. Everybody like we need to be naked. We need to be cute. So I'm gonna start with my favorite song.
You're gonna play it for me?
Of course, I'm gonna play it for you.
God, you're not gonna sing it to me?
Listen, I know the words. So Gabsy has just come out with a song called Jam Baz. Now, if you don't know Gabsy, he is a Afrobeat artist here in the UK. I've been obsessed with Gabsy for a very long time. Gabsy and Melvita are one of like my favorite artists, and he's just come out with a song called Jam Baz. And let me motherfucker tell you about Jam Baz before I play it. I have to have, like, you know when you have bragging rights, there's some people who will like be humble and not say anything, but there's some people like me who's about to fucking say it because yes bitch, yes, I need to brag for a minute. So Gabsy sent me this song last year in November. So I've had this song for a while and I absolutely love it. It is a summer fucking banger. I'm gonna play it to you. Honestly, Bad Girls, I feel like this song was made for me and the Bad Girls because what the fuck, like
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna play it to you.
Let me reapply my lip gloss for this.
Yes, queen.
Let's get it
Shine those lips for Gabsy. She's married, actually. This song is, I'm so in love with it. I feel like it's such a vibe. It's a summer. It's a summer tune.
It's one of those like when you're like in your car, window down, you're just cruising, like chilled, nice vibe.
Every time I listen to this song, I think about being in the whip. I think about
wind's blowing through your hair, like sunglasses on, like don't touch me,
bouncing, like a little shoulder bounce. That's how I feel. Even though your motherfucker bitch can't drive, but I feel like every time I'm listening to this song, I feel like I'm in the car. I'm in the drop top, leaning back. Do you know what I mean? So that is it. But guys, check it out. I love this song. I feel like this song is gonna do bits in the. I feel like this might be his biggest song.
Oh,
I feel like this may be his biggest song because it's for me. It's amazing. Big up Gabsy every time. And then we have Latto and Cardi B, Put It on the Floor. So Latto is back with a remix of her hit song Put It on the Floor, Cardi B. So I don't know if you've heard it, but there's this trend that's going where people are like rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's come from that song. So people are like ripping themselves out of the plastic. Like I love it because rip me out the motherfucking plastic, I've been acting brand new. What the fuck? And I had it today on my story. But I just kind of, can I just say I really love Cardi B. Cardi B has collabed with a lot of the hip hop artists, the women in hip hop at the moment, and I kind of like to see women who are, you know, big, working with women who are, you know, upcoming and stuff. I'm really, really obsessed with Big Latto recently. I really like her. It's just like, I'm a motherfucking bad bitch. You better know about me.
This is them ones when the man them in the corner with the puffer jacket on and like,
yeah, they're bopping. You know, there's well, I think I kind of love the music that the girlies do, that the man them pretend they don't love, but they really are in their puffer jackets, like
bopping, this is
doing the shoulder, doing the neck. That's what they were doing. That, come on, don't just say you like it, like just say you like it. Stop with that hyper masculinity. We know you like it. And yes, of course, we finally have another hot new release. And that is Central C and Dave, Sprinter. Guys, I can't lie, I haven't heard the song, you know.
I haven't heard it yet.
Which is shocking. I think it's out today. Central C and Dave have teamed up for this absolute banger right in time for summer. Now, my producer's probably going to flog me because she told me to listen to this song when I got here, but I was, girl...
Too busy.
Girl, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. But guys, yes, we'll check it out and we'll talk about it next week. Hot topics of the week, baby. Hot topics of the week. So we have Romelu Lukaku and Meg Thee Stallion dating. So rumours of love in the air as Meg Thee Stallion and Belgian footballer Romelu Lukaku were seen together at a wedding in Italy looking very close. Some speculate the couples have been seeing each other in secret for a while. Do you know what?
Oh, damn.
I'm not mad.
Oh wow.
He's stinking, blinking rich. That's number one.
Is it Megan though?
No, she is though. She's true. But you know what?
Oh.
Yes, I feel like, and I'm sure you have an amazing career. You are a beautiful woman. You can look after yourself and your mum.
Mm-hmm.
Even with all that stuff, what do you want a guy to be?
No, I know what you
looking,
mean.
You know,
I know
come
what you
on. Like, I feel like sometimes it doesn't mean. I mean, and you know what I love? I love the women are really
Empowered in this day and age.
In this day and age, they're making their money and stuff. But I feel like even with the women making more money than the men, which to be honest, statistically we are, we just want to be pampered.
Yeah, we do.
We do, man.
We just want the toes rubbed a little, you know, the back and shoulders rubbed.
The back and shoulder.
Cucumbers on the eyes, face mask,
a
little spa getaway.
A little bag, like just a little bag,
Louis
Vuitton, just a little Vuitton, just a little
new car,
yeah, just a little, you know, Mercedes Benz 2022 plate. That's what we ask. Like, that's come on.
No, nothing big. Come on.
But yeah, I'm really happy for her. I don't know. Do you know what is so funny? She literally, there was no like breakup announcement. Like she, you know, like usually we're like, oh, you know, so and so, Megan Thee Stallion and Pardy have broken up. We didn't even get that. She said no, straight to the hello, this is my new boyfriend. Hi,
how you doing? Nice to meet you, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes. Let us. Like,
why are you coming over?
Like, we need to process the breakup before we process the new love. We're processing two things simultaneously.
She knows what she's doing.
She knew what she was doing. Not gonna lie, that's some toxic ass shit, and I'm here for it.
We love it. You do you, Megan.
Megan. That is all. I'm for it. And I think she looks great.
She does look good.
I'm loving this Afro look that she's been doing.
She's doing good.
I know she's had a rough year, so it's nice to see her with this very chocolate daddy. Yeah, so I'm for it. I'm for it. Right, let's move on to the next hot topic. We've got mummy makeover tragically goes wrong. So DC Young Fly's partner, who was also a Wild 'N Out star, has died in Miami at the age of 32. TMZ reports on Thursday, Jacky Oh, whose full name was Jacqueline Smith, told social media she was having a mummy makeover in a now deleted post. A BET Media Group spokesperson confirmed the tragic passing.
I heard about that last night. I literally love that show. I watch them like all the time. Like I'm literally like, I'm liking them on Facebook. I'm watching them with snippets. I've got them on TikTok, on Instagram. So when I heard that, that's well sad.
So
they got
sad.
3 kids
Yeah,
together
she got kids.
well.
It's
so young.
Sad. It's so sad. Do you feel coming into this space, do you feel like there's a new pressure in kind of like your appearance and how you look and things like that?
Oh, do you know what, right? Like I think at the very, very start when I came out, I did find it a bit of pressure because like I would wear things and people were like, hey, why are you wearing that? That colour doesn't suit your tie. Maybe you should try wearing this. Maybe you should try wearing that. And then it got to a point where it's like, I'm not a fashionable person. Like I was never really that majorly into fashion. Like I would wear what I feel comfortable in. And it's now gotten to a point where like I don't care what people got to say. I'm going to continue to wear what I feel comfortable in. Like I don't give a shit about your shitty trends. I don't give a shit about what shoes I should be wearing. I don't give a damn that that's trending. Even if it's like £300 to buy. I'm not wasting my money on shit like that. Like I'm going to continue to wear what I feel comfortable wearing it and what I think is good on me. I literally do not care about the comments. No, literally, this is my new, like, every day from management. So they're like, maybe you should change your hair. Maybe you should do it. I'm like, no, I'm not changing my hairstyle. I like the way my hair looks. I don't care. Like, I don't feel like I have to conform to all these trends and looks and that to stay relevant. At the end of the day, I'm going to stay true to who I am. And there's a whole bunch of people that believe in that sort of stuff as well. Like, and I don't need to change who I am to be who I am on the outside. That makes sense. So honestly, you're gonna make me rant in a second because it's tough.
Not gonna lie, everything you're saying is actual gospel sent from the Lord Father Jesus. Like it's facts. Like I feel like if you and it's really, really sad, but I feel like sometimes, especially like from what I hear in like the US and especially like in the entertainment space, there's this need for this certain look and aesthetic that you have to look a certain way and have this type of body to be able to be accepted and things like that, and it pressures it puts pressure on women to then go to these extremes to do these life-threatening surgeries.
Yeah, I have people in my question messages saying, oh, I own like a cosmetic clinic, I'd love to get you in for some Botox, lip filler, this, that and the other. And I'm like, if you see my Instagram page, I do not do that stuff. There's nothing on my face is all natural. I'm not going to promote that stuff because I don't feel like I need anything done to my face. Like I've gotten to a stage in my life where I feel very comfortable in the way I look. I actually hate those messages. I literally would go onto them and make them unfollow me because I don't want people like that reaching out to me for Botox, filler, this, that and the other, because I don't want to do anything to my face. I'm not like 80 and wrinkly. Like, I don't need
And
anything.
you're hot. Are you crazy? Look
But
at
it's
your...
mad because I'm like, I'm so young. I'm 25 and yet you're reaching out to me for filler and shit. Like, what are you trying to promote? Like,
I've had that message as well. I've had a
up.
surgeon come and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'd like, you know, if you have this surgeon on your show. And I don't know why a plastic. I mean, it makes sense because, like, obviously my audience is predominantly women. But you said if you have this surgeon on your show, we'll give you a discount or discounted on surgery and stuff like that. And it's just like this is absolutely disgusting how people are like toying with us. And again, I'm for what people feel comfortable in. Like, if you feel like you want to do surgery, do it. If you feel like you're happy in your skin, fine. But my concern is when people are making decisions from outside pressures. And again, this might not necessarily be the case for this lady who's passed away, but I kind of see it very regularly in the entertainment space where everybody literally looks like tiny stomach, fat waist,
full
big
lips, Botox,
high boobs, high shelf boobs, and it's like women don't look like that. Like, natural women very rarely don't look like that. And if they might have one and not have the other. Like, they might have high boobs, but they might be like slender, so it makes sense. But like, to be like high boobs, thick, but like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I'm really sad. 4 children.
Mad. No, 3 is it?
3 children. Sorry. I had an experience over 3 or 4 years ago where I wanted to get surgery, and I spoke about it before on a podcast. And I wanted to get surgery, and something was telling me not to do the surgery, and I felt like it was God trying to save my life. And I went with Surgery Sisters. There was 5 of us in the chat. I went to the Dominican Republic anyways because I already paid for everything. Like, I paid for everything, and last minute I pulled out. But I said, you know what? I've paid for the flight. I've paid for the hotel. Let me just step into the scene. So we stepped into the scene, and one of my surgery sisters got her surgery, and within like the next 2 days she passed away. And she left like 4 children, literally died. It was really sad.
I agree with you in the sense of like, yeah, if you feel like you don't feel comfortable in a certain way and you want to get done, whatever. But I think if you're getting it done for the sake of like it being a trend or because other people are getting it done, I think that's what's really sad, because we shouldn't be promoting that. We should be promoting everyone feeling comfortable in their own skin and embracing what they've got and
100%.
embracing what they look like naturally, because that's who we are at the end of the day. And that's just really sad to hear that, to be honest.
No, it is really sad. And again, I'm so happy that we have people like you who's like, you know what, just because I've come from Love Island, I'm not gonna then fit into the form of what a Love Island babes looks like.
I'm not putting shit in my face. Nothing.
I love that. Like, I literally love that. And I feel like, again, like, it's so important to have role models like you. Like you said, you have a platform, you have a responsibility. It's so important to have people who are like, this is me and who I am, and I'm not gonna conform into the trends or what people look cool. Like, at one point, people didn't have big. Remember back in the days, they used to cuss off on my lips.
Do you remember back in the day? This, like, you know, white chicks era, right? People used to be like, oh, I don't want a flat bum was back in the day, right? Cool, that was the thing. If you had a fat bum, that was not it. And now look at it.
I had a fat bum, my lips. Remember the boys used to bully me for my lips.
Horrid. And now everyone wants them.
Now everybody wants them. It was like, honestly, like, she would tell you, all the boys that are in prison, I can list you all the boys that we grew up with and how much they used to bully me for my lips. So I wasn't like, you remember the girls I used to hang out with. I wasn't the desired girl, like, because you had the light skinned girl and you had the white girls, and it's like, obviously me, a dark skinned woman with a big bum and big lips, like, it just wasn't the thing back in the day. It's like, that's what I'm saying. That's what happens. And at one point in my life, I'll be vulnerable. I wanted to get a lip reduction. Like, I used to search it. Like, I was like 17. I was searching how to get a lip reduction and things like that because I just was tired of people bullying me for it, and it had been something constant throughout my whole life. So it's interesting to see now, if I had followed that trend and had got a lip reduction, I'd really be coming into this era feeling and looking like a fool.
Do you know what was one thing that I think I noticed as well, like, especially in my old job, like, a lot of bullying happens in school. As shitty as it is, it's always so temporary. Like, the second you leave that environment and you get on with your life, you don't see none of that stuff following you. Like, it's such a strong message though to like stick to like who you are and believe in like what you are and like not change anything, because just because of like this bullying that's happening like for however many years, I know it's shit, but the second you get out of it, like, you don't even have to, like, you don't see those people anymore. Like, have you seen those people that are bullying you?
So now basically said, listen, once I left school, she drops everybody, and it's true.
Like, don't change yourself because you're in a school environment and people are saying shit to your face. Like, the second you leave, you do your own thing and you're gonna love and flourish yourself, like, always. So yeah. And
look, now Sanam has people in her DMs from school that wasn't nice to her, talking about, oh my God, remember me? It's just like, yeah, bitch, bye.
They're still in the requested messages.
All right, and let's move on to some social media tidbits. We have King of Dancehall unwell. So Vybz Kartel is facing a life-threatening illness while serving his life sentence. The King of Dancehall is said to be suffering from Graves' disease in addition to 2 heart conditions. His lawyer is asking for better conditions as he's currently on 23-hour lockdown for harboring contraband. That's really sad.
I actually read about that last night as well. Like he's actually
You done a last night. You done a lot last night, didn't ya? Didn't ya?
These 2 stories came up, and I actually really liked the people that the stories came up about. And I was like, no way! Like I actually love his music. I didn't even know he was in prison. Firstly, when did he go into prison?
He's been in prison for a while. I think he's in. And
I swear he dropped music the other day.
So he's been. So he was dropping music while he was in prison. I think either unreleased or they gave him a booth in the prison. But he's been in prison for a while, and he's in prison for years. I think he got done for murder.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
But that was years ago. So he's been in prison for a while.
No way. But yeah, I heard about that. I read about that last night about him trying to like fight for like his case or whatever whilst having this like deadly disease.
That's really sad.
It's really sad.
That's really sad.
But what is it? America's tough.
No,
like,
he's in Jamaica, I believe.
Tougher.
Toughest. No, that's really sad. But yeah,
sad.
we're sending Vybz Kartel a lot of love. I love Vybz Kartel.
Same, I love his music. I was playing it on the way here. Fever.
And he played, that song was made while he was in jail.
This is what I mean. I didn't even know he was in prison. I was like, hey, he's banging up.
She's like, Fever. Yeah. No, that guy was the prison, miss.
Oh, that sucks.
Miss, ma'am. I know, really, really sucks. I mean, but he's for murder, so.
Yeah. But
it still sucks.
No, but he's sick. That sucks.
No, but now he's very sick, so we're really sending him love and stuff. Like, honestly, guys, look after yourselves.
Has he got a kid?
I don't know much about Vybz Kartel, if I'm being honest. Cocktails and takeaways. We have got word of the week. So obviously, you know, guys, we like to laugh, but we also like to learn and grow and develop ourselves on this show. So we have a word of the week every week to inspire you and make sure you can take away something from this show. Do you know what? I made that up on the spot, but I think I'm going to fucking say that every week now because that was fab. That was fab.
That was empowering.
That was
That was sick.
Wow. I'm surprised myself. But word of the week this week, and I think it's very fitting to you, is giving.
Oh, I love that.
So not giving as in it's giving, but in terms of generosity. Giving time, resources, and advice to those who need it helps us to develop our own sense of empathy and compassion. Giving is a powerful tool for building and nurturing meaningful relationships. By giving, we establish a foundation of trust, gratitude, and reciprocity with others. Whether it's supporting a friend in need or participating in a charitable project, the shared experiences of giving helps to unify ourselves with those who need our help.
Oh, I love that.
So Sanam, how can we be a better giver in this season? And have a drink as you are telling us.
Oh my God. What do you mean, in this Love Island season? Or just
you and life. How can we be better givers?
I think, so for example, this charity walk I'm doing, right, I've been like posting about, you don't need to give like 10, 20, 30 pound, 100 pounds, like the little, like £1, £2, that tiny amount that you probably spend on like a chocolate bar, you can spare that and give it towards something that's really meaningful, something that's going to help to benefit other people. So I just think, for me, if I'm going to advise anything, think about that little couple of pounds that you're going to spend on something that you don't really need, and think about how you can spare that for something else that's going to make a difference. That's
amazing. And I feel like sometimes when people think of the term giving, they think just financially, but I feel like giving your time to somebody, for example, like your friend.
You can volunteer so much as well.
I remember I used to volunteer in Luton to this women's Christian charity charity place in Luton. I can't remember the name, but it's called, is it Esther? No, it's a Bible name. It's a Bible name. It might be Esther. Maybe. But volunteering is
even
example.
Like donating like your clothes and stuff rather than just like getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm really bad for that. Like I'll just dump it. I've actually looked into, I'm now I'm clearing everything out. Like I'm donating it.
You know, there's places that will actually pick up your clothes for you. So you don't even need to like pack it and, get a car and stuff. If
They'll pick it up,
they can pick it up for you. Also, service as well, helping, and not necessarily helping the vulnerable. Like, sometimes it's like, not everybody who is vulnerable and who needs help is like wearing no shoes on the train and hasn't bathed. Sometimes it's actually that friend, that strong friend that is not okay, but behind closed doors, there's no food in the fridge and nobody's trying to share that. I feel like sometimes even being helpful with the people around you is generosity.
Exactly. Even sparing a few minutes to go help like your neighbour do something, or your family member do something, like those little moments are really helpful for other people.
Are really helpful. Sometimes people look at generosity as the grandeur of things. Like, it's only generosity when it's like, I'm giving away this, so I'm sacrificing myself. But sometimes it's just the little things that are impactful, whether that's helping somebody, with their shopping, or, like you said that your mum is redecorating and stuff. Maybe I could come to the house and help her re-wall and stuff. Auntie, you know the vibe, innit? Like, that type of beautiful moments is just as great than giving 100 or 200 in this cost of living. But if you have the money, you can give it. Just to go with everything that's going on, obviously we're in a cost of living crisis and stuff. When you're looking at the UK right now, what are some things that people can do to help in this cost of living crisis? I said that with so many pauses.
No, that makes sense. I think it comes back to literally your word of the day about giving your time. Like, there's only this government is only doing whatever they want to do, but at the end of the day, I think it really does come down to us and what we do as a community. Like, I think there's so much, when you look at this, a lot you can do within your community, like you said, like giving your time to help someone out. And it doesn't always have to be financially. It's literally about just sparing a few minutes to do something for someone. Or like, I think it comes down to like the bare minimum, which you don't think is much, but it actually is much. Yeah. That's how you can really help and make an impact for someone as well.
I love that. So guys, make sure, if you guys have any advice on how to give, put it in the comments below. And guys, if you are listening, make sure you hashtag CNT podcast to get involved in the conversation, and you might be read out on the next week. But I have one more thing for you. So guys, we have our very special game. You already know what it is. So we ask our co-hosts cultural questions. This is the cultural questionnaire. And I have one question for you, Miss Sanam.
Okay, what is it?
Are you smart?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I got voted as most intelligent couple, so we'll see.
So here's the name of the game for Are You Smart? You have 10 questions. You can only give me one answer. You can't say Bobby, Susie, Becky, Adam, Joseph, Bimbola, David. Okay. Oh, you have to lock in. We have a leaderboard. Nobody in the history of cocktails and takeaways has ever got 10.
Okay.
Are you gonna be the first? Obviously, you were the first winner of Casa or More. You could be the first person in history.
I'm not going to say no to a challenge. Just do it.
Okay, let's go. Question number 1. Which detective character have both Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch played?
This is giving me pub quiz vibes. I'm bad at pub quiz. Okay, reread the question, please.
What detective character have both Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch played?
Am I supposed to say the name?
Yes.
Oh, is that my question? Do I ask you questions?
No, I asked you the question, now you answer.
Oh, a detective with the brown hat and a brown blazer jacket.
What is the name of the detective?
Pass.
Girl, how you fall on the first hurdle? How you fall on the first hurdle? You didn't even give me
This is giving pub. I'm shit at these games. Right, give me 3 detective names, and I'll pick one.
You have to lock in one answer.
Okay. Give me 3 detective names.
I can't give you 3 detective names.
And I'll lock in one of those. Okay, read the question one more time.
What detective character have both Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch played?
I don't know any detectives. Robert Downey Jr. is that Twilight guy. Is he not?
What are you looking in, Sanam?
Detective Smith.
Okay, we've got no answer. The correct answer is Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that would have been easy if I'd known that.
Question number 2.
Oh no.
Which brand of mobile phones came in the models bold, curve, and
Beep,
torch?
Blackberry.
Are you locking
I'm locking it in.
Blackberry?
Locked in.
That is correct.
Yes!
Well done. Which one did you have?
All of them. All 3 of them. I had the curve, the bold, and the torch.
I had a
the
curve.
slidey one.
I had a curve. If you know, you know. Question number 3. How many colours are on the South African flag? Is it A, 7, B, 6, C, 5?
That 1, 2. I'm going to say 5. No, 6.
What are you locking in?
5.
Sanam is locking in 5. That is incorrect. The answer is 6.
I knew it.
That's black, yellow, white, green, and blech.
I've got 1 right so far.
What does the acronym MIA stand for?
Missing in action. I think.
Are you locking that in?
Yes. Yes, Joyce, don't look at me like that.
That is correct.
Oh, yay.
Missing in action. Question number 5. In which country can you find the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Italy.
Are you locking that in?
Yes.
That was confident.
I'm really hoping it's correct.
That is correct.
Oh, yay.
It is Italy. Question number 6. Cynophobia is the fear of what domesticated animal?
Spiders.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking that in.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
The answer is dogs.
Why isn't it called dognophobia?
Girl.
That's a silly word then, isn't it?
Question. How come motherfuckers be texting me while I'm fucking doing my motherfucking show? Will and Joe Boo. I love you. I love Will. That's my boyfriend. Question number 7. Which actor played the iconic character Big Mama in the 2000s movie Big Mama's House?
Oh my god, what's his face? That plays it in Bad Boys. That guy. I don't know his name, but that guy.
What name are you locking in, Sanam?
Will Smith's co-star in Bad Boys.
Is that what you're locking in?
I'm locking that in.
We are locking in Will Smith's co-star from Bad Boys.
That's what I'm looking at him.
That is incorrect. The answer is Martin Lawrence.
That's his name.
The name is definitely not Will Smith's co-star from Bad Boys.
It's the same thing. Is it not the same thing? Tell me right now if it's not the same thing.
Comment down below, guys. Is it the same thing?
That is the same thing. It counts.
Is
Give
it
me my
the
point.
same thing? Question number 8. Which band played alongside Beyonce and Bruno Mars in the 2016 Super Bowl halftime show?
I don't know, Rolling Stones. I'm locking it in.
You're locking in Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. The answer is Coldplay.
All right. That makes more sense.
Question number 9. What D is the measurement used to measure sound?
I know this. It begins with D.
Yes.
What does it end with? I know what it is. Repeat the question, please.
What D is the unit of measurement used to measure sound?
Dynamics. That's not a measurement. But I'm gonna lock it in.
Sanam is locking in dynamics. That is incorrect. The answer is decibels.
Decibels. That's what I said.
Question number 10.
Oh my God, save me from this. Right. What
Guess the song. Anything that's worth having is sure enough worth fighting for.
Cheryl Cole, we've got to fight for this love.
Are you locking that
Yes.
in? That was very confident.
I'm hoping that was right. If not, the crowd is very silly right now.
You screamed it. That is correct.
Yeah!
We got it. Five for this stuff. We got it. You got 5.
Yes.
50% is still a pass. I mean, it's not the best, but you managed. I think you got 5. If my counting is not mistaken, you got 5. Big
No,
up
and
you.
Martin Lawrence, because that counts. No,
No.
so 6. I'm gonna Google it right now.
No, but his name is. You're not gonna go to the bureau and be like, my name is Will Smith's co-host.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Where's
Girl.
his name?
his name is Martin Lawrence,
Yeah, but why is he not on the Bad Boys cast?
but his name is Martin. His government name is Martin Lawrence.
Will Smith's co-star in Bad Boys.
But guys, we are done for this show. So now, honestly, you have been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming
Oh,
on.
thanks, Joyce.
I really like sitting and talking to you.
I enjoyed
Seriously, where do people find you on the fucking internet?
Instagram or TikTok. Sanami.
Sanami. And with that being said, we are going to be back next week with another bad boy or another bad girl. Thank you very much for watching. And we are motherfucking out. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.